At some point, I'm going to need it. So.
Okay. Hey everyone, it's Exo Man, and I am in. What did you say, Jen? Day.
Tomorrow will be 2 months. It is December 19th.
So
tomorrow
like.
is February 19th.
Okay, so 2 months since my stroke, and
I'd say 8 weeks on Friday.
8 weeks. Okay. So I want to just update you and let you know what's going on.
You have crazy dog fights going on.
While the dogs bark and
While they're playing.
cry, where to start? There were a couple of things that I haven't talked about in the previous videos. What was I saying just a minute ago?
Neurofeedback.
Oh, I'm doing neurofeedback. And I would invite you to suggest things to help me with my stroke recovery. I know that's going to bring a lot of ideas, and I should at least look at them, right? But what I'm doing now, I've been doing things like, I don't know, just word puzzles and word search and just read lots of reading, and it's very slow going because I lost the ability to read, and I've talked about that. As one of the interesting effects, tragic effects, is that I lost my ability to read and couldn't read words while I was in the hospital, and then I slowly started to comprehend words and started to put together, reread sentences. And the funny thing that I mentioned before is that I can write. It's very bizarre. It's different parts of your brain. I just talked about that. What else, Jen, has been happening lately? I'm getting better.
Your short-term memory is getting a lot better.
My short-term memory was fried, and that was scary.
But still, things like getting gas or...
It's really challenging for me to do mundane tasks like getting gas. I'm just... It's something I struggle with.
Yeah.
The words are not coming to me. So I struggle with simple tasks like getting gas in my truck. I can drive fine. I have no spatial awareness issues.
You cut things a little close at times.
Well, I'm not putting myself or anybody in danger. I'm just... I don't drive much. Jennifer,
because I scream.
Jennifer drives a lot.
Yeah.
One of the issues that I have is I'm exhausting my, I would say, battery.
Yeah.
There seems to be now, you've experienced this, I'm sure. You get tired, you get cranky, you get impatient, you're just done for the day. Well, that has been happening to me pretty quickly, more rapidly.
Yeah.
And it is explained to me that there's so much energy being spent on trying to focus and trying to recover, both physically, mentally, in all manners. My body, my mind, my soul, everything's trying.
Your brain uses more energy than anything.
Yeah, and my brain is just burning through the energy source that I have, and by the end of the day, I'm exhausted. And I'm trying to heal my brain, and I'm trying to comprehend what's going on around me. People don't know. People, they just think I'm a little bit loopy, right?
Yeah.
And I hate to
normal.
I hate to do it, but I've actually had to tell people, I'm sorry, I've had a stroke, because I'm just not comprehending. I'm not interfacing with people, and they're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And it's just been weird. So I just wanted to let you all know how this experience is going, in case you are suffering from a similar kind of thing. What kind of stroke or strokes did I have, Jen?
Ischemic and
hemorrhagic. So tragically, I had two.
Yeah, and one bled.
and one bled. And I don't know if it's because the hospital, they thought I didn't have a stroke because I
Well,
was
it is
up and
because-
talking and,
It
huh?
is because they thought that.
God bless it. So, anyway,
It took 24 hours for us to get an MRI, which told them that you had a stroke.
yeah,
But
damn the luck.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? We went to the best hospital around. I was brought by ambulance
Yeah.
after the first hospital, so I was in
The
two.
emergency room.
I went to the emergency room by wife, and they wouldn't comprehend that I had a stroke.
Well, they ruled out that you had a stroke.
I'm
because-
telling these people that things went haywire and my vision went
Yeah.
45
But they
degrees.
were looking at you, and you weren't drooping. You weren't
Yeah.
slurring. You were.
Oh, God.
You were pretty good
So
as far as stroke.
so they just didn't see what we were telling them. And I was standing on one foot and doing all the tricks, the parlor tricks. And what I needed was a good doctor to listen to me and say, yeah, it sounds like you've had a stroke. And that didn't happen. So I'm recovering. And what else is going on with this?
You're doing acupuncture.
Doing acupuncture.
And
that's
supposed to
supposed to be
your
really good.
synapses to
And I'm trying to, I have, the biggest problem I've had is I've not been sleeping.
yes.
And sleeping is how you heal.
Yeah.
So what I've had to do was divert from my plan of, trying to meditate, I can't focus to meditate. That's a big problem. It's easy to say. And it's hard enough to learn to meditate when your brain is functioning properly, but it's just, the task seems impossible after 2 strokes.
Yeah.
So what am I doing? I'm taking drugs to sleep, and I hate that. But it's giving me so much needed sleep. Yes, I know it's not the
The best sleep.
ideal sleep, exactly. It's not what I would prefer, but it is sleep, and it's been a game changer.
It's dramatically changed.
And
the game.
my fear is I've always been opposed to drugs because it's very, very easy and so devastating to get addicted to drugs. And it's, like I say, it's just too easy. But as a trade-off, I have to, and you would have to do them for more than a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not planning on,
Keeping up with them.
yeah, I'm not planning on doing this long term. I've been doing it for 2 days. I might not do it tonight. I'll try other things. I'm doing it tonight, she says. I've got to try to get into this rhythm of sleeping again, and we're hoping that will kickstart that. And one of my advisors told me that if you slept with drugs, that means you're capable of sleep.
Yes.
If you hadn't slept,
Train your brain to be able to do that.
yeah, if you hadn't slept, and I've had some nights in the past where I can't sleep even with drugs,
Yeah.
which you've witnessed.
That's true.
But lately, I think my brain might be healing.
Yeah.
It is healing in many ways. But anyway, I can't think of all the things I want to say.
Yeah.
What else, Jen? What else has been significant and noticeable? Well, people, this is the kind of communication you might expect when someone has had part of their brain short-circuited. And I promise you, I am doing a lot better, but it's just up and down. Yeah, I need to wash my hair. And
Me
my
too.
beautiful wife has been
Oh God.
so patient and so helpful through this.
I'm so not beautiful.
And as I've said, she needs to be sainted, but she's been a godsend. And
Thank you.
so if you have had the kind of strokes that I've had, or one of the strokes that I've had, and I feel, let me just say this, I feel so very fortunate, broken record, and that I am where I am and
Yeah.
not disabled.
Could have
And
been so much worse.
it could have been, it's not lost on me. It could have been so much more devastating.
Yeah.
And it's all relative. We have the cards that we are dealt, and
Yep.
this is what I got, and I'm fortunate. And that's what we have to recognize, no matter where we are. If we're above ground and this is somewhere that's worth being, then we have to be grateful for what we have, what we're left with. I have my wish list. I'd like to be able to remember things, and that is getting a little better so the healing process is not like this. It's kind of like
It's not linear.
not linear. It's kind
It's
of,
like forward and backward.
I'm getting up that hill,
Yeah.
and I've told Jen today, after a couple of days of sleep, hey, I remember this. I remember
Yeah.
that I need to do this.
Yep.
I didn't need to make a note and tie it around my wrist for that. And I really have been at that point where I need to write a note and tie it around my wrist pretty much to remember anything for more than 2 minutes or more than a minute. But that's getting better. And if you really can't imagine these things till you experience them, because I've heard about things like this. We've all heard about stuff like this. It's not the same until you experience it. It's not, you can't understand it till you
Can't
experience
even
it.
imagine.
Can't imagine
You
it.
definitely can't.
I can, the past few weeks or a couple of months, I've been telling myself I need to do this. I need to go over here and get this thing. And then I'm walking, and then I lost it. And this is with focus. This is with me trying to focus to remember to go put my hand on something and pick it up and bring it. It's been frightening. And I'm just sharing this with you so you can get a sense of it. And also the value, the self-value, that always stays there. It seems to me, no matter what you're going through, people can look at you and say, well, that doesn't seem to be a life worth living. Well, it's always a life worth living. It's imbued. We're imbued with that sense of appreciation of this, no matter what. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what hand you're dealt, you're like,
You're still living.
I'm so glad I'm here. And I used to, when I was a kid, I would look at elderly people and say, oh man, that sucks. Do they just want to give up? I mean, they're not young anymore. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like that. When you get there, I guess I'm talking to kids now, but I don't know if I have kids in the audience.
Yeah.
You adapt, you change with age, and you appreciate what you have left when you get older. Yeah, I'm preaching to the wrong crowd because a lot of you guys are older anyway. And then we get into the whole philosophical thing. I did a video in past days where I talked about my spirituality. I'm not really.
What do you think's going on, or
Yeah.
don't think's going on, or don't know?
Yeah.
Agnostic?
It's like an existential crisis, where
Or wondering
when
why you're here?
when you get to this, I have been through that, and I've talked about it, and I've shown my existential crisis I did a walk and talk the other day, and I was talking about all of this stuff and mortality and religion and spirituality and philosophy and where do we come from? Where do we go in the end? I feel a lot closer to that now. I feel that I've never felt this fallible. Right, Jen?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt this fallible?
You have always been the smartest guy I knew.
Oh, stop it.
And you still are.
That's not right.
But you're just having trouble accessing it.
So I'm having trouble accessing my intelligence, my useful stuff. But it's getting better. And I'm just rambling on and on. But I know this is interesting to some of you guys, so I wanted to document it. It's a lot of this. I'm aware that hopefully there will be brighter days, and a lot of this I will have forgotten because it's, I don't know, in trauma, do you forget stuff? Or, well, I remember a lot of trauma from my youth. Oh, I'm also going to get a psychiatrist. Because,
talk therapy.
huh?
Talk therapy.
Some kind of talk therapy, because I have kind of
childhood stuff that you need to work through.
huh?
You have childhood stuff that you need to work through that also can be affecting your
Had
sleep.
had a lot of childhood trauma, and I've not really come to terms with that, and it was a terrible childhood. A lot of it was terrible, and a lot of it was beautiful, and I think I've painted that with a broad brush before, but I haven't come to terms with it. There was a lot of pain and trauma, and so how old am I? 63. I'm 60.
What were you going to say?
I don't know. 63. And I'm coming to terms with that now. I had been told by family members, you don't need to be going to a psychiatrist and airing your dirty laundry. And I took that to heart. And I was like, yeah, that's right. Why should I be telling anybody about my pain and trauma? Now I think I should have, and I should. And so I'm trying to do some healing so I can get some peace and, more than anything, quiet my mind. Yeah, so there we go. That's about all I have to say, right? Help me, friend.
Yes.
I'm having a day where things are good and bad at the same time.
But let him off the leash.
You let me off the leash. All right, guys. Again, thank you for all of your well wishes and your camaraderie and
care
and your care, your concern. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks again for all your well wishes and thoughtful support and your comments. They're very interesting. I struggle to read them, but I need to read, and that's good material for me. Why do I feel like Gary Busey?
Why do you look like Gary Busey?
I feel like I'm in Gary Busey's mind right now. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. What are you going to do? You want to laugh or you want to cry? Yeah, those are the choices I have.